Brendan, I want to ask you a question.
What is it, Brian?
You ever like look at a blue whale and say to yourself, man, how in God's name does that whale have such smooth, blue, beautiful skin? And how does it have so much of it?
Oh, man, I got to be honest. Oh, probably not.
You
How
haven't
about
thought
never?
about that?
How about never? But
That's
now that you
interesting.
mention it,
Yeah.
their skin's
Well,
impeccable.
It's blue.
It's
Find
amazing.
me another blue animal that rules like the blue
and
whale.
not a blemish on it, really.
Not a blemish on it. And by the way, I don't know if you know this. Is there anything stronger than a blue whale? Please inform me. Their tongue. Before you answer, their tongue weighs about as much as an elephant. Their heart's 1,500 pounds, which means they've obviously got a lot of compassion for the animals in the sea.
Well, I've never seen a blue whale in the gym, but I would assume they're pretty strong.
Yeah.
I've never seen one on a bench or leg press. Or nothing.
Hey, Brendan. Do you know how much they eat and what they eat? Besides 4 tons of plankton a day?
Plankton?
Yeah. What else do they eat,
Humans?
Brendan? Try 40 million krill.
That's a lot of krill.
A day.
That's a lot of krill oil.
Yeah, it's about the size of an elephant. They eat as much as an elephant in krill.
Hold on. Are you saying because they eat all these krill, that's why their skin's so damn good?
Hey, all I know is that their skin looks pretty darn good. So does mine. And by the way,
Where can I get some?
Well, hold on.
I'm not a baby blue whale, but
Well,
I need krill oil.
You sure do want skin like a blue whale,
Yeah,
don't you?
minus
you
the blue.
You want to be strong and beautiful and compassionate, don't you?
Shiny.
Yeah.
Minus the blue, though.
Well,
I don't want to
minus
turn
the
blue.
Now, here's what you could do. You could figure out a way to be reborn all over again and hope you get one of those weird mouths where you can suck water in and become a blue whale. Or you could just go to onit.com/fighter for your 10% off krill oil. That's all you got to do.
Whoa.
Oh, no, they harvest the krill themselves.
What?
Oh, yeah, they do it for us. We don't have to go and get krill ourselves. We don't have to rent a boat, get nets. They do all that stuff. Then they squeeze the krill somehow. I don't know what they do, but they get the oil, the essential oils.
This is amazing.
Of course it is.
I want to
So-
get my blue whale on.
Well, if you guys want to get your blue whale on, you go to onit.com/fighter for 10% off.
10% off, you little baby blue whales.
Yeah, be a baby blue whale. Blue. Be blue and smooth.
You're my boy, Blue.
And get big. Do I look big? It ain't just the creatine and weights. It's probably, I don't have scientific evidence, might very well have something to do with on it.
You're looking like
Krill
blue
oil.
around the grills.
Yeah, a little blue around the grills.
Onit.com/fighter, 10% off. Get your baby blue whale on.
Yeah. Well, Brendan,
What's up, buddy?
that was a good commercial.
What is up,
Came back-
City of Angels?
Came back from a wonderful Afghan wedding. Our Pashtun brother,
Hot out of San Francisco.
Tariq Azim, gets married. His brother Yo-Yo can dance, by the way.
Yosef,
Yosef can dance. I did some Afghan dancing. I'm not going to lie to you.
you kind of did.
I did some and a lot of it is you take your hand and you act like you're turning a light bulb and move your hips and just step and
It's too
turn
crowded
like a
for the
light bulb.
big man. I couldn't do it. Notice Alden Smith, Justin Tuck, and myself were not on the dance floor. It's too small.
You guys
There's
break
not enough
down.
room.
You break down. Your feet were breaking down.
My feet and back were breaking down because Yosef had me walking all over the damn city.
Yeah.
Tell you what, man, you want to put me out of commission? Have me walk around.
All they got to do is force march you maybe 2 miles on
You know,
concrete and you're done.
An hour on concrete and I'm shot.
You're finished. Your feet swell up. You were sitting down like an old man.
Shot.
By the way, I had a long conversation with Alden Smith and with Justin Tuck, 2 defensive end / outside linebackers. I mean,
Two studs.
2 studs. You're crazy if you don't think, because I was looking at pictures, you're crazy if you don't think Justin Tuck is at least 6'7".
He's not 6'7".
Well, all I know is that
You're talking
I'm
about the
not.
picture. He stood up on his tippy toes and he goes, "I can't wait. People are gonna think I'm tall."
Oh, is that true?
And you fell for it.
I fell
You're
for
the
it.
civilian that fell
Bro,
for it.
I was standing
Hey,
next to
I don't
you.
know if you've seen the comments. The comments on the pictures that we
Don't
post.
want to look at him.
People are clowning your suit so
Damn
bad.
it!
Some guy goes, "Brian looks like he's gonna sell me a used Buick."
Hey, man, that's a Gucci suit. That's a camel Gucci
Bro,
suit.
what'd I tell you when we saw it?
Damn it.
We gotta get it tailored.
I got to get
my
it
man.
tailored.
It looks ridiculous.
I'll get it tailored. Listen, I'm gonna be honest. You always tell me that you're not that big, and you always tell me that.
I tell you this,
bro,
because I've been around big people.
I'm not exaggerating when I say that between Alden and Justin, you were in the middle of them. You looked my size.
I look like you.
I swear to God.
I tell you this all the
I
time.
couldn't believe it. I was like, Brendan actually looks somewhat demure.
Normal. I look normal.
And normal. Your face looked thin. You looked kind of like you were in a suit, and I was like, I mean, it was such an optical illusion because I was looking at these giant men, and I felt like for the first time in my life, you were my size, and you do that to me.
Well, the thing is I tell you this all the time. Even when I fought in the heavyweight division, I wasn't a big guy. I'm not a big heavyweight.
You're not.
In football, I'm not a big guy.
No.
So when you always go, oh, he's a giant, I'm like, not really. I guess for your LA friends and comedians and actors.
Yeah, Justin Tuck probably realistically 6'5", 265.
Shredded.
And Alden might be 6'6", almost.
6'6", 6'5".
265. And you look at them.
250, yeah.
And you're like, that's a whole different. It's a whole. And by the way, shredded. There's no fat on them.
Mm-mm.
And you just go, well, that's kind of how you are naturally.
This is
how you grew up naturally.
Sure.
It's not like you're lifting. You are lifting a lot of weight.
And this is the thing. It's like you've met these guys. You've been around these guys. Now you know when people just, oh, that guy's on steroids. No, they're not, man.
No.
Hate to tell you.
No.
You were born with those genes.
Yes.
That guy eats bags of candy and still looks like that.
Yeah. Justin
and
Tuck
makes a living off his body.
You can see it in his head, in his neck, in his hands.
No, he was born like that.
He's a giant person.
My favorite part, Justin Tuck's, we're talking about Takeo Spikes, linebacker, old school linebacker, Cincinnati.
Well,
Bengals,
wait,
Buffalo
Justin was talking about, I'm not even that big. He goes, there are guys who are way bigger. And I was like, really?
Well, all of us, we start talking about how big offensive linemen are. So we're talking about Larry Allen, all these guys in the league. And he goes, I go, you ever seen Takeo Spikes? He goes, dude, his neck. So Justin Tuck gets his cell phone out, and he's like, dude, look how big this dude is. Look at his neck, showing me and Bryan. And all of a sudden it hits me. I go, bro, you're bigger than all these guys. He's like, oh, yeah. But he was like fanning out.
He was fanning out on other football players and talking about how big and strong they were. And I was like, wait, you're Justin.
Hey, he's bigger, stronger, faster, and a better football player than everyone he showed us.
Yeah, I was like, Justin.
You're the freak.
I was like, you're the freak. The freak over here is actually going, look at how big this guy is.
How good of a guy was he?
He's amazing.
I'm a fan.
Yeah,
it's hard to be a Raiders fan. It's hard to be a Raiders fan, especially coming from Denver, right?
Yeah.
They're arch rivals. They hate each other. Got to be a Raiders fan now. Justin Tuck's on that team. I'm a fan of players now.
Well, for me,
always be a Bronco fan.
Both Alden and Justin strike me as highly intelligent guys. Like just really socially adept, but also highly intelligent. Like they just seem like just very smart guys.
Well, I was talking. Me and Justin were talking back and forth when he left. And he loves the Fire and the Kid. He listens to the Fire Kid. And he goes, I love it, man, because you guys talk more. It's not a sports show. It's not sports centric. He goes, which I love. And he goes, and I've heard you say this before. He goes, you don't like to talk about fighting. I go, not really, man. You know, everyone asks me about fighting all the time. It's exhausting. He goes, I don't like talking about football, man.
Yeah.
He goes,
you can see
don't
it.
talk about football.
Look where he was hanging out at an Afghan wedding, just blending in with everybody, like just being like the life of the party. That's exactly what I mean. It was just like this guy clearly has different interests.
It's not even different interests. It's like if you work at a freaking Ford dealer, do you want to talk about Ford when you're outside work? Do you want to talk about Ford cars coming up?
Yeah.
Evan, you want to talk about what's going on at Fox when you're at home chilling?
Holy shit, do I not want to talk about fighting the second I leave this
At
office.
a family party, do you want to?
Nowhere.
Dude.
No.
And don't get me wrong, I love the fight game. I love football, people talking about sports. I love it. I appreciate it. And I always interact. I entertain it. But I'd rather. There's so much more layers to me. It's like, dude, don't treat me like a meathead. Just Tuck's the same way. He's a smart, educated guy and such a good person.
Yeah, such a good
Alden's
person.
the same way too.
Alden's
the exact same way.
Yeah.
Talking about football.
We both love them.
Talking about football. It's not that they shut down, but you're gonna get a very short conversation.
Yeah.
Same with me.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you think the fights this weekend? Good.
Yeah.
That's it, man.
We don't talk
I don't
about
want to break down Demetrius Johnson, all
No,
the dots and stuff. I don't want to do that, man.
No. And it's funny when we were around there when Justin and left, we were like, hey man, we want to be friends with that guy.
Right away. There's certain guys that are like that,
Yeah.
man. It's like, oh, cool. And Tark called it. When we were out that morning, Tark goes, I can't wait for you to meet Justin Tuck. I go, why? He goes, you guys are going to hit it off right away.
Yep.
I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, he's the man.
Yep, no question.
Tell you what, I got choked up at Tark's wedding.
So did
I got choked up.
So did
Tark
I.
told me he's only cried like 3 times ever in his life. His dad passed away, and he told us before, he goes, his father passed away, and that's like his that's his boy. They were super close.
His dad was actually had some trouble, I guess, in Afghanistan, and Tarek went to Afghanistan to
instead of pursuing his
father's
career
honor.
in professional sports, he went to Afghanistan to protect his father. So his dad passed away, right? Rest in peace. And then at his wedding, they bring up his father, and his lip starts to quiver.
Yeah,
and he's like,
he was
blinking,
he was manning out.
Dude, I was like, God damn, he's manly. Because I would have been snot bubbles.
I almost was watching
me
him.
too.
I was sneaking behind the plant watching him, and I was watching. Like, there's something really moving about how much you like the love somebody has for another human being, and when they're not there to share that incredible experience. Man. And you could see this man, and he's a man. Tarek doesn't have a whole lot of feminine energy.
Not an ounce.
This man, this Pashtun Afghan warrior who was just sitting there and who spends his whole life taking care of other people, and then you could see him just trying to hold it together. But he did.
Yanked on Big Brown's old heart. It got me. Hey, real quick, Tarek Yosef, for sure give the kid and myself better seats. I was standing behind a tree.
Oh, yeah. We
was fucking like I was a sniper in the bush.
Yeah, 100%.
Splitting the hairs of the tree.
I felt like a CIA spy.
I felt like I shouldn't have been there.
Yeah. Yeah, I was hiding.
You know what? I think it was your suit.
Hey, damn it. Hey, man. And there I was walking around thinking I looked great, and I'm just getting clowned. Social media I went,
Bryan, did you get that Men's Warehouse? Did you get that at Joseph A. Bank?
Here's what I'm doing. I'm going to buy 3 suits. You
gotta get tailored, bro. You get that suit tailored.
Yeah.
It's so key.
I'm going to go get some tailored suits.
Do it.
Maybe I'll get a suit made.
I'll tell you what, everywhere we went, the kids are hitting San Francisco.
Yeah.
Everywhere we went, people recognized Callan.
I know.
Everywhere.
It's weird, right?
Everywhere. We went to this like top restaurant. We didn't have reservations, so Bryan and I were celebrating a number of things together. Granted, we're there for Tarek's wedding, but me and Bryan professionally were celebrating some stuff. And Bryan goes, we got to go to this great restaurant, the Boulevard. So we go to the Boulevard, and it's packed. We don't have reservations. I'm like, this is a terrible idea. The lady right away is like, oh, Bryan, I've seen you a number of times. Bryan Callan, right? I'm like, oh, hell yeah. She goes, I'll get you guys a seat right away.
That is the good thing about semi-celebrity.
Yeah.
You get seated.
Yeah.
It's really good. Stewardesses and wait. I always get that. When I go to the bathroom, they're always in the congregation. They go, we just have to ask you. You're an actor, right? I was like, yes, I am.
Sometimes they mess it up. Are you Bryan Callahan? Well, Bryan Callan.
Yeah. Like that one girl. She goes, you're Brian McCallahan, right?
Yeah.
And I go, yes, I am. She flipped out.
I was like, hey, Brandon Schwab, you're my favorite fighter. Well, if I was your favorite, you'd know my name.
I can't stand when people call you Brandon.
Drives me nuts.
I can't stand it.
Drives me nuts.
It's why your dad should never have named you Brendan. God damn it.
Well, you know, the problem is there's more Brandons than Brendans.
I can't stand it. It bothers me. I hear, hey, Brandon, and guys who've known you for a while. I'm like, hey, bro, Brendan.
Tell you what, we were in like a spa setting with a steam room, hot tubs. Thing about me and the kid, we're not shy in those things.
No.
I'm dick out, dog.
Oh, no,
I'll bend over.
I'll let my 3-piece set just
me and Cal were in the steam room, laying down, legs open. I had my feet up, dick to the side, sweating.
You look like you were giving. You look like you were giving birth.
That thing was sweating like a bratwurst on a hot summer day.
Your poor Willie was going
dehydrated.
Oh,
other guys are in there just like, oh, come on. I'm like, what, man? What do you want me to do?
You were stretching.
Yeah.
You're the guy that stretches in a sauna and steam room.
I'm too comfortable. A little too comfortable. Took a nice fresh nap, butt naked too.
Oh yeah.
Right on the chair.
You did. You took a nice
straight nap. Well, you read the newspaper.
I read the newspaper. I bled for the Syrian refugees, for the 4 million of them out there.
That was rough.
Yeah, try to do something for those people, man. They're not extremists. They're just like us, I promise.
Tell you what, though, big weekend of sports. Football is finally here. Football season is finally here. Are you going to finally tune in?
Yeah.
Now that you know some guys on the squad?
I miss football.
I don't miss a game. Last night, my team played. I'm going to take some heat for this. It's not University of Colorado where I played my ball at. My boy, Urban Meyer, over at Ohio State. Granted, they're number 1, the best team in the nation.
Yeah.
They kick some booty. That's my squad, son.
I don't
Go
watch
Bucks.
college sports because I don't feel like I have enough time. The NFL is what I have time for.
College is tough because on Thursdays, Saturdays, especially Saturday during the day and the Saturday nights, I'm usually not chilling at home on a Saturday night.
I am now, though, when I watch pro sports, it's hard to root for a team because I know a little bit about how mercenary that league is.
How cutthroat it is.
Oh, my God. So there is no team. It's a business, so I root for players.
Exactly. You root for players. You don't root for the franchise.
No, I think if people really saw just how fucked up
and I love showing Bryan how fucked up professional sports is. Because I go,
Oh.
Bryan, come here. I'm not going to throw this kid under the bus, but he's going through a contract renegotiation with a certain league.
Nobody we've mentioned so far, by the way.
No, not even close. With a certain league. And, he's coming towards the end of his contract. I go, tell Bryan what you just told me. He's like, why? I'm like, because I want to educate him about professional sports.
That made me so angry.
You were furious, right?
It made me so angry that I swear to you, I rarely have a homicidal impulse. I think I would like to kill the person
You'd like to slap him, right?
Well, I certainly would like to.
Do you see my animosity?
Yes, I want to
kick him. Do you get it now?
I'd like to kick him as hard as I
get
could
it now?
across the face.
You get it a tiny bit, right?
Do I get it a tiny bit? I have trouble thinking about anything else when I hear those stories. From some beautiful young athlete who's doing the best he can. Struggling, man.
Oh, struggling.
And then you got to come at him with a contract. It's just certain things and the tricks they play to save what?
Professional
to save
sports,
some
my
money,
man.
To save a couple dollars so that you can have
and
another
you're
Porsche.
Get degraded in the process, too.
It's when you lift up the tapestry, the sparkling surface tapestry.
It's
when you lift those sequins,
a lot
that
of
sequin
roaches,
quilt, boy,
a lot
oh
of
boy.
rats, a lot of roaches.
There is. God,
and those rats control all the cheese.
It's incredible.
All the cheese. And I love me some cheese.
I love
them rats,
me some
keep it close. Oh, and if you try grabbing some cheese, that rat's going to make fun of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that rat's going to degrade you. Speaking of professional sports, I set a Philadelphia Eagles shirt on fire over the weekend.
You got some
I was
heat.
Pissed.
You got some heat.
Don't give a flying budge.
Yeah.
Don't give a fuck.
Listen, man.
I was
you're
pissed,
stepping
man.
up for your boy.
Oh, yeah. I could care less about the freaking lashback I get. I don't care about it.
Well, you also know that your buddy, Tim Tebow,
super close
how
friend,
hard he
who
works,
I spent all season
how
training
hard
with.
he works, how good he's become. He's always been great.
Look
but,
at the numbers.
Yep. And
I know what they told him.
Yep.
And then they cut him. Him and Matt Barkley, all right, whoever does better is going to get the spot. Tim destroys him. They trade Barkley to the Arizona Cardinals. Barkley still has a job. Tim doesn't right now.
Why?
And then they sign another kid. The Philadelphia Eagles signed another quarterback.
Here's a controversial question. Maybe you have an answer. Why'd they bring Tim into training camp in the first place?
Why do I think they did?
Yeah.
And this was without any knowledge on Tim's situation in detail with the Philadelphia Eagles. I think Tim was a distraction for the team. I think Chip Kelly's made so many moves, and he got rid of Sean McCoy and all these monsters, right? I think it was a distraction, take away from all the moves Chip Kelly's made in the offseason. And I think no matter how good Tim did, I don't know if they were going to give him a fair shot. And I know Tim's going to hate me for saying this because I know he doesn't feel that way, but this is how I feel, man. And when I posted that picture of the burning shirt, the Philadelphia Eagles shirt, did I get some texts? Yeah, man, for sure I get some texts from certain people, but I've never ever sent things out and make sure it's okay. That's how I feel. I don't represent Tim Tebow. I don't represent Bryan Callen or Evan the Beard.
You're pissed off.
I don't represent
You're pissed
Fox.
off at how your boy was treated.
And that's how I feel.
Yeah.
And so I've always stuck behind the way I feel.
It's fine.
And it's gotten us this far.
Yeah.
We've gotten us in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. How I haven't been cut from the UFC, I don't know. I have no idea. But guess what? It's also really gave me some amazing opportunities, which I'll be able to talk about in a few days here.
Yep.
In a few days here, it's really gone
Few
along.
days.
Few days.
Few
We
days.
got some big news coming from Camp Big Brown.
Few days.
But I was just hurt because I saw Tim work with all these amazing quarterbacks. That Tom House worked with at USC, and I saw him just destroy these guys. Not even close,
Yeah.
man.
He changed his throwing mechanics and everything, right?
For 2 years, everything. Put his heart and soul into it, and then for them to go, "Oh no, you're good." What? That's what's weird, man. Because in entertainment, it's all subjective, right? You might say Bryan Callen's the best comedian. Someone might say Joe Rogan.
Right.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You're not first string. He's not first string.
No.
You're both entertainers.
Yeah.
To each his own. In professional sports, it's nope. Verdum's number one. Everyone else, you're not as good. Ronda Rousey's number one. Everyone else, not as good.
Yeah.
It's very
Well, there's one spot.
There's ranking.
There's one starting spot. There's one starting spot on a team. My issue becomes when someone like Tim Tebow works so hard and is a natural leader, and you really can't say a bad word about him. I know people who are atheists or whatever have a problem with his.
Take all that out.
I
all that out.
I agree.
But we got to celebrate Caitlyn Jenner. We got to celebrate Caitlyn Jenner,
Right.
who's outspoken. And
Right.
Tim's outspoken, and he gets
He's
tarnished.
not even outspoken. He
Not
just does a
really.
lot of shit quietly for people who don't have as much.
Yeah, dude, the stuff he does
You
with
know?
Foundation is insane. But this is the thing.
And works harder than
And
anybody.
I said the same thing whenever I get heat with certain stuff. I'm not bringing it up. You motherfuckers ask me.
Okay, but hold on.
You guys are asking me these
why
questions.
explain to me, because I don't know sports the way you do. Why has Tim? I know people who are fair-minded people. Why does Tim elicit with some people? They kind of happy he's not in the league. They kind of like gloat about it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't stand it, because I'm like, listen. You can't say a bad thing about that guy, and I guess you just want to see the golden boy.
Yeah,
you want to see the golden boy fall.
There you go.
And I really hate that
because they can't touch his greatness. They can't touch it. So to see Tim get cut, granted he's played in the NFL, you fucking dummies. So for sure get over it. But to be like, oh, he's not good enough, bro. You were the backup quarterback on your high school team.
Is somebody going to pick him up?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
But, I mean,
I'll tell you this: the kid has so many options. It's not even funny. Football is a very small aspect of what Tim does.
Yeah.
However, the world is a better place when Tim Tebow's in the NFL. Think about all the black eyes that the NFL's going through. From Roger Goodell, what a dumbass. From Roger Goodell with the Tom Brady situation, Deflategate. From the domestic violence cases going here and there. Freaking on every team, players are slapping around girls. What? We got all the Aaron Hernandez situation. All this stuff, man. And now you have this guy who's a good guy.
A leader.
I'm telling you, a leader, a born leader.
And a
everywhere
winner,
he goes.
and a winner.
And a bona fide winner.
Yeah.
Everywhere he's ever been. He's been a winner.
Yeah.
And now he's out of the league. The NFL and the world is a better place when Tim Tebow's on a team. When's the last time someone tuned into a third-string quarterback? When's the last time you rooted for a third-string quarterback?
Well,
but that's also
Yeah.
why he's not on a team. Because he's more famous. Besides probably Tom Brady, he's more famous. Probably Tom Brady. There's not much.
Well, you've told me this.
There's not many more famous quarterbacks in the
You've
league.
told me he's like one of the most famous people you know.
Whoa. The most famous guy I know.
Yeah.
Not even
In
close.
other words, when he walks down the street, it's just.
It's not even comparable. The UFC, I know we like to say, it's
I would
a big
take
sport.
advantage
It's not
of
even
that.
close.
I would take advantage of that.
Well, that's why you're not Tim Tebow.
Ah, damn it.
We can't go. I'm telling you, I've never seen anything like it in my life.
Yeah.
Anything. I'm not going to name drop here. We've hung out with some big names. I was at a
Well, 'cause he's also physically
I was at
beautiful.
an Oscar party with Tim Tebow. The most famous people in the world. We're dressed in the 9 tuxedos, everything. They gathered around him for pictures. Oh, and there's no cameras allowed in. There's no pictures allowed. But these A-class celebrities were like, dude, I got to get a picture. We're talking.
Yes.
I've never seen anything like it in my life.
Yeah.
We go to a Super Bowl party. There's Deion Sanders, Michael Irvin, Gronkowski, everyone.
My wife.
Guess who has a crowd around him?
Tim.
Not them. Tim.
My wife denies this story, but this is a true story. He was talking on TV, and she was talking over there, and she saw the TV, and she was like, "Yeah, so what we can actually is, who's that guy?" That's what she hit me
good-looking
with.
dude.
And I was like, "Oh,
Good looking dude, great guy.
interesting. All right."
It's just frustrating, man. Yeah, I got rid of my Eagles gear. Don't need that anymore. Hey, Eagles, I hope you finish in last place, and I hope Dallas wins the division.
Eagles are such.
They're
The
stacked.
Philly
Yeah,
fans.
Eagles are stacked.
Philly
though.
fans are the most ravenous fans. They are not a nice group.
Someone picked up me burning that shirt because I got some horrible messages.
Oh, you don't.
Oh.
Pittsburgh fans and Philly fans are pretty rough.
Philly's rough.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I had some
You
horrible
might
messages.
actually be. You probably have to be careful going to Philly in the next 6 months.
Nah, they won't do shit. It's all hearsay, especially on the internet.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't know football.
Well,
Let's be real.
that's true.
That's
don't.
true.
Hey man, I know football. Let's run the 5-8 defense. Nickelback. When people talk that way, I'm like,
Nickelback.
yeah. Well, the offensive scheme's got to change. Okay. Didn't grow up with it. How about that? Didn't grow up with football.
Did you watch? You grew up all over.
Yeah.
Did you watch your boy Colin, The Herd? His new show just dropped today.
Nope, I have not.
I saw some of it. Got to respect
Thoughts?
that guy. Got to respect that guy. He left ESPN. Granted, he's anti-Tebow. Well, that's whatever. No one agrees with everything I say, so I get it. I think he's gonna be great. I think he's the biggest thing the network's done in a long time.
You guys seen?
Yeah, he's pretty. I mean, he's a big name in the sports world.
Huge name, and he runs the show well. I was
Like
saying,
him and Bill Simmons.
Yeah, I was saying Bill Simmons with HBO now. But Colin, I was saying how he has a squad, but he has his team. He has the new girl from Ninja Warrior who took my girl's Jen Brown spot, so she's on my shit list. However, she's great on the herd. She's
Really?
good. Yeah.
You guys seen a little TV show called Narcos?
Narcos? How good is that?
Dude.
Oh, by the way,
Dude.
look the main actor up. You bona fide lied to me. He's Brazilian. You said he was Colombian. He's 100% Brazilian.
No, he's Colombian.
Nope. Looked him up.
He's Brazilian?
Yeah, Brazilian.
He speaks Colombian and
Born
Spanish so
born
well.
and raised in, he doesn't, though. Oh, you speak Spanish?
Well,
No,
but I have.
because my girl's from Mexico, and she goes like, no.
Really? Because
not
the
very
woman
good.
who watches my kids is Colombian and said he speaks real Castilian Spanish.
He doesn't. She's
Really?
lying.
Man,
Fire her right
I'm getting
away.
lots of.
You're getting
Can you
honey
look him
dick.
up, please?
No, Brian, I'm telling you, we looked last night.
Did you? He's from Portugal?
No, he's
I mean,
from
he's from Brazil?
Yes,
He
born
speaks-
and raised.
That's so weird.
It's not.
I
Though.
don't
And
think so,
and
though,
I
huh?
Hey, don't look it up. Let's bet on it. $1,000. What do you want?
Whoa.
$5,000.
Whoa, that's a lot of money, man.
Well, no, you're so confident because you told me on the plane ride you looked it up. And then
Evan,
when I
you
got
looking it
home,
up right now? Yeah.
$1,000.
I mean,
What's this guy's name?
he's the star of Narcos. He plays Pablo Escobar.
Okay.
Pablo Escobar.
Got him.
Escobar.
$1,000.
Let's just bet lunch.
Okay, lame ass. How about we bet a new suit?
Oh. Hey, man.
It's a
get
lot
on-
more expensive than lunch.
Yeah, bro. Don't try to honey dick me into stuff.
Well, why would I?
He's from Brazil.
Born and raised.
Born and raised in Brazil.
And on the flight, I told Brian that he's not from there, and Brian goes, "No, bro, I looked it up. He's from Colombia." I was
No,
like,
I didn't look it up.
that's what you told me.
Anthony looked it up.
Oh, okay. Someone else did.
Yeah, I'll do that a lot. Evan, can you settle this?
I've got your answer for you. You guys just need to settle on what you're betting.
No, I know I'm right. I don't want to take his money.
First of all, what's his name?
Wagner Mora.
Wagner Mora is a Colombian name, dude.
Where's he from?
Brazil.
Ah! How does he speak Spanish? So she says his Spanish is not that good.
She says my girl said his accent drives her crazy
Really?
because it's not very Spanish.
Whoa.
Yeah, she's like drives me nuts when he talks. I'm like, really? He's good to me.
Yeah.
Real quick, doesn't look anything like Pablo Escobar.
No.
That's what I told you. This is how the conversation got started. I go, Brian goes, you watch Narcos? I go, yeah, I love that show. It's on Netflix for those of you who haven't seen it. Brian goes, yeah, I love that show. That Pablo Escobar. I go, yeah, but he's not from
Colombia.
From Colombia.
He's
Brian
not from
goes,
Colombia.
No, he is, bro. He's a very famous Colombian actor. I'm like, I don't think so.
Damn it, Anthony. Anthony goes, oh, I'm so glad they're using that famous Colombian actor.
Hey,
What, he's got...
Little Snapple facts for you. Wagner Mora, the guy who plays Pablo Escobar, also a purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
nice.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like he's in that good a shape, but good
Well,
for
he
him.
has to get a shape to play Pablo
Oh,
Escobar.
nice.
How long you been in show business? He has to play the role.
I guess he does.
He plays a bad guy.
He does.
the
He's
fat guy.
good, too.
How about this? Someone goes, dude, I'm a Pablo Escobar fan, man. What he did for the people. I went, whoa.
What?
I went, you're a Pablo Escobar fan because all you see is the celebrity side of it. That guy killed so many innocent people.
What, 1,000 cops, etc.?
So many. He made so many orphans.
What?
And then
No
they go,
shit.
well, it's no different than Italian Mafia. It is different because the Italian Mafia never killed civilians.
Yeah.
They tried not to.
Yes.
Narcos is completely
Come
different.
on. That's
The-
pick up a history book. Take a look at what he really
The Mexican drug lords,
Yeah.
you know how many civilians die in
Yes,
Juarez?
yes.
No, you're not a fan of that. I wanted to slap the fuck out of
No,
him.
it's
I went,
awful.
you're not, I'm not going to say his name. I went, you're not a fan. What you're a fan of is what the media is giving you. And it's a cool story.
Yes.
But when the real Pablo Escobar,
Yeah.
you're not a fan of.
Yeah.
He was an evil,
He's a
evil
sociopath.
person.
He was a
evil
sociopath.
person.
Yeah. Come on.
Crazy businessman? Correct.
Oh, yeah, he had a vision.
Phenomenal vision. At 28, he was worth like $3 billion.
So weird.
Insane. What were you doing at 28?
Jacking
off,
I was on
watching
Mad TV.
Jackass.
I was on Mad TV dressing up in a Speedo with high-heeled
There you
sneakers.
go. Well, he
Making
ran.
$7,500 a week, which is a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
Dude,
That's a lot of
you're
money.
Killing it. Are you kidding me?
That's a lot of money,
killing
but
it.
compared to $60 million a day, not that much.
Yeah.
Not that much.
Not that much.
Yeah.
When you run the
$60 million. They didn't know what to do with it. They were just. You know what I thought
outta here.
about? I thought about all the money that is probably still buried in different caches and where we could find it.
Have you ever seen the documentary how he died? Trapped in
I
his
did
house,
not.
burning money for light.
What?
They couldn't get resources to him, because he was surrounded by the army and they wanted him to come out, but he put himself in there in the house, and he was surrounded by money. So they shut off all the power, running water, everything. So he's burning money for light and for heat.
Weird.
That's how rich he was.
God, that's so crazy.
He also died. You know what I'm saying? He died because all that. He lived a great whatever. I bet
he was on the run.
I bet 20. I bet 15 years. Yeah. Might have been the greatest life of all time.
You know what though?
Super stressful though.
What they say about it is that la violencia, they call it the violence. There was a period, I believe, where because they captured all the drug lords, it atomized the movement. So the cartel. So all of a sudden, just like in Mexico, now you had all the underlings who weren't as disciplined.
Yeah, they're
and were
coming
way
up.
more ruthless.
Yeah, trying to make a name for themselves.
And now they were making a name. They were like hitmen who were running their own squads. And then they started killing each other and killing whoever was in the way, and it just got fucking nuts.
Dude, I couldn't do it. Like a biker gang, I would get zero sleep. I stress out if I think someone's mad at me. Let alone if another biker gang wants to kill me.
Yeah.
Or if I have to go collect money the next day. Not the guy for the job, man.
No, you gotta be a different kind of
just
dude.
not cut out for it, you know?
But it's interesting how the balance of life works. You kind of... What would we do without bad guys? We wouldn't have cool movies. We wouldn't have, I mean, it's such a weird thing that there's some strange subset of the population where 1% are willing to do terrible things that most of us would never do. And it takes that 1% to ruin or shake a country to its foundations until something happens. But man.
This is my thing. What if, like, say, do you know who Lucky Luciano is?
Yeah.
Right? Created the entire American Mafia, Italian American Mafia. He was the mastermind behind it. Brilliant person.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Imagine if that guy did something positive. Think about the outcomes.
You'd have Stephen Jobs or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Steve Jobs.
And we do.
Don't call him Steve.
And we do.
You don't know him.
You'd have Stephen Jobs.
You'd have S. Jobs.
I hate
man.
people who do that.
You'd have SJ. Who's SJ? Oh, that's my boy.
You'd have Steph Jobs.
You'd have Billy Gates. Bob Gates. Bob.
Billy. You're right, though.
You know what I'm saying? Like Lucky Luciano, monster.
Yeah.
Pablo Escobar, monster. But if you could channel that horrible underworld and make it into something positive, you got Fortune 500.
But then what
companies.
would you do? What would you do? Then you wouldn't have stories about heroic cops and heroic efforts to stop evil. And you have to have
heroic cops. Name the heroic
have
cop
good
who
versus
stopped
evil.
Pablo Escobar. Go.
Actually, what it was
No idea. Not famous.
In
All we
fact-
care about is the evil empire.
Well, apparently the guys that ran point on that and found him were kind of like the support behind that were Delta Force, were our crack commando teams, and then the Colombian police came in.
Again, I never saw a movie made about those guys. There's a ton of books and movies made about Pablo Escobar. The good guys finished last, my man.
Well, the guy, I don't know
it's
about
like
that.
what's on
I don't know about
what's
that.
on CNN.
The bad guys finish last. They get killed.
They
like in a hail
die,
of
but
gunfire.
they go off and they're heroic and they're looked upon and their movies are made and
Yeah,
all
well,
sorts
that's
of
what I
stuff.
mean is that-
But look at the good guys, like the Americans who saved the terrorists on the train. What's their names?
Yeah, but I mean,
You know what I'm saying? Like CNN covered it for about a day, and now it's back to
but we have
the Charlotte shooter and all that shit.
No, but we do
Charleston
have
shooter.
we do have I mean we do also our
got
heroes
that?
are good guys. I mean our heroes are
Well, of
good
course
guys.
they're good
They might be
guys.
mythologized, but they're good guys, right?
When they pass away, finally we start to appreciate them.
Yeah.
But while they're here on
But
Earth,
I don't think good guys finish last. I think what's interesting about it is that there is a moral sense.
Well, no, I don't. I
know.
agree. There's a moral sense, but
Yeah.
I think that the good guys don't get the notoriety that the bad guys do because
Probably.
we live in a negative society.
I don't
Goodbye,
know.
cruel world.
I don't know. I do think that
Cruel world!
what makes a bad guy really interesting, like they do in Narcos, is that the bad guy that is also there to make sure your mother's okay. Hey,
The kids.
no harm will come to anybody of your family.
Yeah.
Do you have money? How are you doing? You
know.
don't look well.
Well, they're charming.
They're charming.
All of them are charming.
They're charming.
Anyone who's successful in that field or in certain fields
Yeah.
are charming.
When there's
Serial killers,
they're
charming
very
as
charming.
fuck.
They're charming. They know how to also galvanize loyalty. That they know how to create incredible bonds and loyalty with their followers. Like the great criminal is a guy who can have legions of men willing to die for him.
Well,
'cause they
Pablo
love him.
Escobar said, "I'm not a rich guy. I'm a poor guy with
Yes,
money,"
yes.
and that's how the poor related to
Yes.
him. I was like, "Damn, I'm on board, dog."
Yes.
And I was thinking to myself, I'm about to create some Pablo Escobar.
You want him to like
firing
you.
the kids' shirts.
You want him to
then,
like you.
Then an hour went by. I went, "That's a bad idea,
Yeah.
Brendan. He's a bad person.
Yeah.
You can't market Pablo Escobar."
He, like
Let's
you said,
draw the
like
line.
you said,
there.
he orphaned a lot of children.
Yeah, man. You're a bad guy.
Think about that. That's what you have to think
about. Growing up without. Think if someone killed your mother or father.
Or you start a business. Like that's what I would say about the mafia. You have a business, you work your ass off to build, and they come in and they extort you.
They get 30%.
Whatever. Just because. Or they're going to.
You got some protection, though. No one's going to mess with you.
They're going to break your kid's legs or something, you know? So
the mafia never was not like Pablo, though. You know, the Italian mafia.
I don't know.
They had a code.
Yeah, they had a code.
No children or wives.
Sure.
No civilians. They had a code. Granted, there were some, casualties, but in general, they had a strict professional code.
Yeah.
Gotta appreciate that, man. Only kill other bad guys.
I don't because the mythology behind it is, yes, there's a code, but and there was, but the Italian mafia, especially the ones in Naples and Sicily, have done some, they're pretty fucking brutal. And I think any organized crime group is not winning any, awards
Nobel
for
Peace
compassion.
Prize.
Yeah, they do.
You gotta appreciate the hustle though in the mastermind, and especially a guy like Lucky Luciano.
That's what I mean.
There was no plan, and he was like, "Whoa, why would we all be divided? Let's come together and make it a bigger power."
Yes.
Think about dealing with all those egos and stuff.
Yeah.
I like to look at the positive side.
Well,
of things,
but what I'm saying is it's interesting that there will always be, in a way, I guess it makes sense that there's evil, and because without evil, how would you have good, right? There's that the problem of evil and the discussion of evil is a long one, and I don't know, it's an interesting thing. It's like we were talking about how men can have motives, that are not very admirable. They just want to be famous. They want to be looked upon. They want statues built, but they end up doing great things. So sometimes that can happen. They're not necessarily nice people, and their ego is driving them, but they end up doing pretty amazing.
I'll tell you what,
stuff.
we were with Marshawn Lynch this weekend at a party, and he went to Turkey, and we were comfortable having a talk with him. And then the old dropping knowledge came out of Callan, and it shut down the entire conversation. He was like, "No, I went to Turkey, man." I was like, "Yeah, what was
See,
it
I
like?"
don't agree. I think
he was talking about it,
with me.
and then he's like, in Turkey in 1927. Then Marshawn was like, "Hey, I'm gonna get out of here, man. I'll see you guys later."
No, Marshawn.
That's how it went.
Marshawn was with me. He
Definitely was not.
He was like, man.
He left right after that.
He was like, all right, dog.
We were having a good time. And he's like, "Oh, cool, man. I'm gonna get out of here now." I was like, "Well, thanks, Callan. We're having a good time, man." He left.
Marshawn was like, "Tell me more about Turkey." He gave me his number.
He gave you a number. Hey, man.
I texted him.
Hey, man, I have
some
trouble
facts.
sleeping. Can you give me a call later tonight?
Yeah, exactly.
Talk about some history.
Marshawn Lynch.
Tell you what, we stay in a shitty hotel.
Yeah, that was a bummer. You know what? Since you mentioned dropping knowledge, I don't know if you guys read about this.
Ooh,
Speaking of dropping,
are we doing
knowledge.
dropping knowledge right now?
Yeah, it's time for. Do you know that they recently made a hamburger in a petri dish, and it tasted like a hamburger? So in other words, they grew meat in a lab, nutritious meat.
It's disgusting.
It is, but
I don't want
we're
that
10
hamburger.
years, between 10 and 15 years away from growing cruelty-free meat in a lab. So we'll get the best choice meat there is, and we will essentially grow our own meat.
So we're growing our own flesh.
Yes.
Animal flesh.
Yes.
And what do we do with all these cows and shit flying around?
Well, so you'll probably
You're going to mess up the entire ecosystem.
No, in fact, the cattle industry, it takes a lot of fossil fuel. You know how many barrels of oil it takes to grow the average cow? About 12.
Why?
Because of all the fertilizer that goes into corn. It's synthetic fertilizer, right? And it's a fossil. So cows have become fossil fuel machines. So you feed cows corn. And by the way, they're supposed to eat grass, but you feed them corn because you make them fat and it's cheaper. But to grow that corn, you need synthetic fertilizer, which you need, believe it or not, oil for. And
that's our doing. Have you?
Well, what I'm saying is that what the process that they were talking about is, listen to this. They take the stem cells that the cow uses when it gets injured to rebuild muscle, and then over like a period of a month, they grew all this muscle tissue.
Bro.
I don't either. That's the problem, is creating the ick factor. Yeah, we can grow meat and everything else in a lab without having these huge farms that produce all this runoff and stuff, which is really good. It's cruelty free and it's going to be really nutritious. We're able to control it. We'll be able to control the taste.
Vegans are crunk about it, but there's a natural
Vegans will definitely be eating meat.
There's a natural ecosystem where, like you need things to kill things to keep population down.
Yeah, but that's not
going.
agriculture, brother. That's the wild. Yeah. Agriculture, when you have huge
But if we stop killing cows because we can grow all of it ourselves, you're going to have some issues.
Why? Cows will die. You won't need as many cows. You won't need as much grazing land. You won't have as much agricultural. You won't have as much manure runoff. You won't have. Whatever
manure
the case.
Is fertilizer, though.
We use it, yeah. But cows are fossil fuel machines at this point.
So you're saying we don't need cows anymore? We could get rid of every cow.
There would be a lot of people who would tell you, and I don't know this, but a lot of people would tell you for a lot of reasons that the environment would be happier without the hundreds of millions of cows or whatever we have in this country, and pigs and chickens and all that. That's a lot. That requires. See, you got to remember when you feed those
artificially
animals,
grow these things at exponential.
Well, yeah, but you
crazy
also
number.
when you grow animal, when you want to grow an animal, you need cheap feed. You need a lot of feed, and to grow that feed, you need what? A lot of not just synthetic fertilizer. What else do you need? You need a lot of insecticide.
But all this came about because of fast food chains.
Well,
McDonald's.
You also have a lot
of
people you have to feed. But if you didn't need as much agriculture, if you didn't need as much pesticide, insecticides, and if you didn't need as much oil to grow these things, those are pollutants. I believe, besides cars, but I believe the biggest source of pollution is agricultural runoff. So all the pesticides, all that stuff, when it rains, all that stuff, all those chemicals, all that fertilizer. I don't know, guys. I'm not a farmer, and a lot of people are gonna, but that does create its own share of pollution. And so the idea would be if you can grow meat, protein, in a lab, it's pretty interesting. Might be good for the environment. I mean, I know we all have that ick factor. Because get this.
But the thing is, I went to a steakhouse the other day. I don't know if they chopped it from a cow, if it was artificially grown, if it tastes nice.
There you go.
As long as I don't know, I think I'm good.
Well, that's how people.
Because if you show me the way you killed that cow and you show me a picture of that cow, I couldn't eat the steak.
People say that. People said if you went to, that's what they say. They go, if you went to a slaughterhouse and they showed you how they get a steak.
No way.
Or if you went to a lab and saw them growing, you'd choose 100%. The lab. Yeah.
If you showed me, if there's pictures of I always get fillets. If you show me a 12-ounce fillet and next to it was the picture of the cow's juicy ass nose and it said Carl, like, yo, you want a piece of Carl? No, I'll just take the corn. Yeah. I don't want to eat Carl.
Well, dairy farmers will always tell you, like dairy farmers, they give their cows names, and a lot of dairy farmers get close to their cows. They get close to them.
And then they got to kill them?
Well, they
Not
use them.
Dairy, right?
They use them for milk, yeah. But they get close to their cows.
I love cows' noses, man. I love cows. I love cows. I love them.
You'd squeeze their noses.
Don't get rid of cows.
Don't get rid of them. Pigs, on the other hand.
Dude,
pigs are smart.
They're smart. They're smart like dogs. But
they'll eat whatever you throw in the cage.
The other day, I went to, I saw a pig, and I was playing with this pig. Man, crunchy. Not soft like you'd want.
Oh, no, they're strong. And
they're coarse, man. They're like super coarse.
Think of a giant. Think of a giant pig, right? A giant pig. A lot of times there's stories of farmers who keel over from a heart attack. Now I don't know if this is true, guys.
Runs them over, I thought.
The pig will eat them. Pigs will eat them.
Oh yeah.
If they're lying in that.
Oh yeah.
For a while.
Oh yeah. Well, have you ever seen the movie Hannibal?
Yeah.
The guy raises pigs to eat people, and he just plays someone screaming. When they hear the screaming, they know it's time to eat and attack.
Oh yeah. I don't want to be eaten by pigs. Thank you very much.
What a shitty way to go, man.
Yeah.
God, you hear the way Brendan died? Nah, man. Dude, was at a fucking petting zoo. Fell into the pig barn. They ate his face off. Died.
Yeah.
One lucky pig got that fat dick, man.
Oh, you got eaten by...
He is full for days.
You got eaten by a pig.
Just a giant pig.
Brendan got eaten by pigs?
If that happens, make up a story. Nah, man. He did fall in the pigs with this giant boar, razor sharp teeth, right through his face, man.
Right through his face.
And he fought back.
He
took out several pigs.
Yep.
But then that boar just finished him off.
Yep. He was kicking pigs,
and then they ate his dick
pigs.
like Kobayashi.
Oh, no. They are so strong. They can root with that nose. They root.
I like their noses.
You know how they find truffles, right? They use pigs.
They dig up the ground, right?
You know how deep a truffle can be?
How, Brian?
6 feet.
Damn. You got the pig rooting. That pig wants that truffle.
Yep.
He loves to eat truffles.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He get right down in there and dig away. dig. You got to pull that pig away. You keep him on a leash. You yank that fucker away, and then you dig yourself and get that truffle.
Hey, tell me this, B. Why does everyone want to take us hunting and kill shit? We get more offers to kill shit than anyone I know. Oh, oh, you guys hunt?
It's
No.
bonding.
And you and I would go, no, not really. Oh, bro, you got to come with me.
Yeah.
We're going to get these machetes. We're going to slice off pigs' noses. We'll stab some cows in the face.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to do that.
Well, you know
man.
what it is? You know what I think it is? I actually think that there are a lot of statistics that talk about how people are not connected to community anymore. Like when people go to work, they don't go to work. They don't have friends. They don't work with friends anymore. You go to work and it's transitory. You're there to get yours. And
We're
we've
also
lost.
hating what you do.
We've lost, but like if you think about how the average person grew up, they grew up in a village through millennia. They grew up in a tribe, in a village.
You think
And
the average person grew up in a village?
when, I'm saying historically,
Oh,
you
gotcha.
came from a village.
Yeah. Not since 19.
No,
10,
but that's
but-
very really actually no.
Modern
In a
age,
lot
no
of
one's grown up
countries-
in villages.
In a lot of countries,
saying here, Brian.
yeah, but up until the 80s, really. I mean, this is very new, where you came from a village, you worked in the area, you had so much family support. Everybody you knew, you grew up around, you
called
got old and you
culture,
died.
yeah.
And we've lost a lot of that. It's really
I
really
agree.
hard. You kids move away from their homes, you move away
At
from
6,
friends.
18, they're
yes.
out. They dip
You
out.
go away to college, everybody you grew up around, then you go work somewhere else, and you have no roots, man. And a lot of people talk about these
what's this-
ideas of hunting
Yeah.
or these ideas of growing your own food is kind of like this sort of haphazard psychological way of at least trying to get back to sort of some kind of primordial, let's hunt our own food. Let's grow our own food. At least we
So
feel
you
like we're
think
a
everyone's
village.
invited to hunt because they want to create a bond?
I think so.
I think if we go hunting with the badasses who asked us to hunt, they would end up hating me
Yeah.
because I would. Bro, why are you crying all the time?
No, I'd hate you. Just shoot the fucking pig.
Nah, not happening.
What do you mean?
I want to squeeze his
Well,
nose.
eat
and take
it,
him
bro.
home. No, I don't like pork.
What about the pig? What about the deer? Venison's good shit.
Oh, I love deer. Those juicy ass black noses. I don't
Yeah,
want to
but-
shoot a baby deer.
Well, it's not baby. It's a mature doe
little
or
fawn.
a buck. Shoot it.
A little fawn.
Just shoot
prancing
it
through.
right behind the shoulder.
Nah,
Drop it.
man. Especially if you
We'll
call
have
it
meat. You'll have
Bambi.
meat for You'll have meat for like 3 months.
I'm good, man.
Man, don't be a baby.
It depends what animal it is. Giant moose. That thing's dangerous. Gonna have to take you out. If he can kill me, I'm down to shoot.
So if it's not that cute, you taking it out.
100%. You bring an ugly moose my way, I'm gonna blast that face off.
You're so
Ka-toom!
you're so surface.
Yeah, man. Little cute fawn. Nah, I'm gonna get in front of you guys. Like, don't shoot. Run, fawn. I'll take it from there.
She's a cutie. You'll make
Fat
noise.
ass pig who's ugly and crunchy nose.
Yeah.
Go ahead and shoot this one in the face.
Yep.
Big ass moose could kill
Pigs
us.
are a pest in Texas. You're doing the environment a favor. You're doing the environment a favor.
Now, I didn't say I want to go in a helicopter with Tim Kenny and mow down some pigs. I
I'll be
never
honest-
said that.
I'll be honest.
I never
I would
said
try
that.
to do that too.
I would do that too.
I wonder if I would like that. I'd like to do it with a rifle.
I think I would like it for the first 5 minutes. Then after, I'm like, boy, this is cool. And then my attention span would go, well, this is really getting old. How many pigs are just gonna kill?
Yeah.
Let me get down. Let me get down on the. Let me get
I
my ear
like-
to the
I
ground.
really like
Let's go choke
pork.
some pigs out. See, I hate pork.
Oh, I love it. Why do you hate pork? You do. You don't
It's a
eat pork.
dirty animal.
Really?
It's a dirty animal.
That's how I feel about oysters and mussels. They filter all the
They do filter the.
they
shitty.
filter all the poo out.
I agree.
And then
Well,
their
shrimp
bellies are full of poo.
Crustaceans, yeah.
Every time I open a mussel's belly, I'm like, that's poo.
How about a shrimp? You open that thing up, it's like a fucking turd trail down its back.
That's true, and I have a problem with shrimp. Not only that, they're related to bugs. They're
Well, no,
members of
they're
the bug
spiders.
family.
They're more related closely to spiders.
Yeah, not interesting.
You know, a crab is basically a spider.
Trivia
And
question.
We crack its bones and suck the meat out.
Yep.
How nasty is
Yep.
that? I love me some crab.
I do
lobster?
too.
I don't like lobster.
Trivia question.
like lobster?
Trivia question. No, I
Lobster?
don't. Not since.
Oh, I hate
Loved
lobster.
it until
Lobster's
I
great.
read that they're close to spiders.
Spiders.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you think about eating
spider. I mean the sea
crabs-
spider.
Yes, you're eating a sea spider. Think if there's a giant black widow, you're like, holy shit, toss that thing in some hot water. Let's eat his ass.
Yeah, no thanks.
No one
No.
is going to do that. That's all a fucking
Yeah.
crab is.
Here's
It's
my-
a big spider in the sea.
Here's my question.
What?
What animal is the blue whale most closely related to?
Well, it's a mammal because it's a whale.
Yeah.
It breathes through a hole.
There you go.
You're saying what animal is it mostly related to on land?
Uh-huh. In fact, what animal is this most closely related to? I couldn't believe this.
Hippo?
How the fuck did you know that?
I know my animals, brother.
How did you know that?
I know my animals.
How did you know that?
I know my animals.
Come on, man.
Dude, I want to be a zoologist when I was a kid.
A hippo?
My entire family thought I was going to be fucking the next
How'd you know it was a
crocodile.
hippo? That's crazy.
Just the way my brain works with animals, dog.
I think you're a liar. And
swear to
I think
God.
something fishy is going on.
How would I look that up?
I think you looked it
Hey,
up.
what's the closest? I didn't even know you were talking about blue whales. I didn't know you were going to come up with a crazy. You're the only person who would come up with an On-It commercial with a blue whale. How would I know?
A hippo.
Hippo. They're mammals. They're in the water all the time.
That's good, dude.
Yeah, man.
That's so weird.
It's weird. Ooh, I love me a hippo, too.
You like a hippo?
I love me a nice, clean, pink hippo.
They are cutie pies.
Ooh, they're cute. You see a baby hippo?
We'll bite you the fucking half.
They kill more humans than anything besides a mosquito.
And they're pretty fast.
pretty fast.
Yeah.
And they're very territorial.
Yeah.
They're going to be in Costa Rica. You know that, though. We go in Costa Rica in a week.
The hippos are not in Costa
They're
Rica.
in Costa Rica.
What are they doing there?
Hippopotamus.
Were they shipped in?
You know what? It might be at the zoo there.
Yeah, it's the zoo. You.
There's crocodiles, though.
Yeah, they're crocs.
Hey, crocs everywhere.
Giant crocs.
Hey, guess who's not swimming any free water?
Oh, why? Because they shut down the beach when I was there because a 20-foot crocodile was on the
saltwater
beach?
crocodile?
I'd
love to see that thing get a hold of you. I got to be honest.
Oh, man.
I'd scream out, "World Star, fighting the kid."
That would be the worst, huh?
The worst.
The death roll? Death roll! I just roll with it.
Bryan, gouge his eyes out.
So I heard a story that a guy actually got bit by a crocodile. And I heard this story, and he literally reached around the croc and stuck his fist in the thing's ass and started pulling out its entrails. I don't believe that.
Well, listen, Bryan.
That's
now,
a lie.
Have you ever
isn't it?
seen it? Well, who told you this? Your son?
I
Your
read it.
4-year-old son?
I read it.
You read it? All right.
Yeah.
Probably on the internet.
Maybe in a comic book.
Well, let's just talk. Let's just talk logistics
maybe
here.
I dreamed it.
A giant crocodile. They're long. It's in your mouth.
Yeah.
You think you're gonna be able to dive under? First of all, it'd have to be a tiny crocodile.
What if it grabs my forearm?
You're not
They
doing
roll
that.
right away.
You're not
And when
doing
they start
that.
death rolling,
no,
your arm's
wiggle.
coming off.
They wiggle, bro. You think that thing's gonna let you go knuckle deep in its asshole without ripping your face off?
Probably not.
It's a crocodile. You don't think other animals try puncturing that asshole? Not a shot.
Right. So don't try to get your. Also, how would you get
That'd
your
be
hand
the
all
worst
the way
way.
in the?
No, you go for the fucking eyes. Although they close them tight.
You ain't getting the eyes.
God, it's like
What?
two leather
Hey.
wallets.
It's a dragon.
It's a
It's a
It's
dragon.
a non-fire-breathing dragon.
Yeah, that's a dragon. All right.
Dragon.
Here be dragons. Okay.
Yeah.
Rent that documentary because it's a dragon.
Hey, here's my thing. Go try and fist an asshole of a dragon and let me know how that goes.
Yeah.
Good luck with that game plan.
Hey, they zebras, which is essentially a small horse. You try killing it. Next time you go, just take a pony. It can be a small pony. Try killing it with your mouth, and it'll give you an idea.
Try killing that pony with your
Yeah,
mouth.
it'll give you an idea where you stack up, how you stack up against a crocodile, okay, against a jacare. Because
Jacare.
that's the difference. Anytime you want to know how you stack up with El Dragone, all right?
The dragon.
Yeah, go bite a horse in its neck and see what happens to your face.
Dude.
As it bites
Can you
back.
imagine?
I saw a crocodile bite a zebra in its midsection, just bit it right in the midsection, and that thing got all its guts came out.
Done?
And then they ate it.
Dude, I saw a lion creep up on a crocodile. It might have been a tiger.
It was a tiger and it was a caiman, yeah.
Creeps up on this freaking caiman behind it, jumps on its back, bites its neck, kills it, and drags it off.
That gives you an idea how strong a crocodile, a tiger, his jaws are.
Holy balls.
Yeah.
It gets behind it because it's soft spot on its neck and just fucking.
Million years of evolution. Yeah, millions of years. Good luck.
Nature's a beast, son.
It's a beast. What? Why? Because wolves can crack elk bones? There you go. No, just fight that wolf when it bites you. Yeah, when it shuts your arm down. It's like my buddy is a SWAT team guy. He was showing his dog took down this giant guy who went AWOL with the war. He was like this big special forces guy, and he went AWOL. He just went crazy, and I think he was doing like drugs or something. And his dog, he drowned. He had 2 cops. He was kind of drowning him in this like lake, in this river. His dog, they let the dog go. Dog grabs a hold of his arms, and in the middle of his insanity, like his PCP angel dust insanity, That dog got his attention right quick, and then went to the other arm. And I said, "What happened?" And he goes, he shuts your arms down. He bites through your arm. He'll bite your arm. I go, "You can't fight back." He goes, "Good luck. Good luck." He broke all my fingers when he twisted out of I was holding onto his collar and broke all my fingers as he twisted out of the grip to get to the guy.
Jesus Christ.
I was like, "What?" He goes, and that's 110-pound German Shepherd. When it bit the guy, he goes, what happens is your arm will shut down.
Well,
you don't
destroys
understand
all
how,
the nerves.
Yeah.
Right?
So all of a sudden, can't use that arm. Next arm. Can't use that arm. Now I'm armless. Good luck. Good thing.
I'm going to have to bite your face.
By the way, I can kick.
I
can kick because I'm a black belt in Taekwondo, so I'm okay. But you don't throw any kicks, bro.
I don't, man.
You don't throw any kicks.
Know some jiu-jitsu, though.
Got to put the choke on him.
Got to put the choke on him.
But now that's 110-pound German Shepherd. Think about El Lupo.
What's El Lupo?
That's Spanish for wolf. Monsieur Wolfie.
We don't see you don't hear too many human wolf attacks.
Hey, bro, look up how big a timber wolf is. Male timber wolf.
Timber wolves are scary as shit.
Yeah.
The only timber wolves I know of are in Minnesota and playing the NBA.
Yeah. Got some of that. No, they got some timber wolves in Minnesota and Wisconsin and in Yellowstone. Some of them, I believe, are getting up to about 180 pounds, maybe even bigger.
I thought they were gonna be bigger. It's
actually a giant animal when you see it with fur. They're just a giant animal. 180 pounds is. Well, mountain lions, a huge mountain lion, a huge one, is 150 pounds.
Yeah, mountain lions aren't that big. Now a tiger, a tigre.
Well,
now a tigre.
Now it depends on which tigre you're talking about.
We're talking
Sumatran tiger,
no.
350.
Siberian.
And well, now,
we're talking about 1,100
now
pounds.
You're talking
1,100, 1,200 pound animal.
Well, actually, I think it's closer to 700, but I appreciate it.
Nope.
No.
You want to bet on this?
Yeah, 1,100, 1,200 pound animal is a polar bear. That's a polar bear.
Polar bear.
It's a polar bear. Or
so you're saying tigers can't be 1,000 pounds?
I'm saying.
You want to bet on this?
Unless they're really fat.
I've got the number already looked up. You guys can bet on whatever you want.
Because I got an argument.
A liger. Apparently.
No.
We're talking Siberian tigers.
Talking about Siberian tigers compared to a lion.
Yeah, Siberian tiger.
With my buddy.
So a lion, a big male mature lion, I think
300 pounds.
Can be actually up to 500 pounds. A big mature male.
Between 300 and 500 pounds for a male lion.
A tiger, a Bengal tiger
600
can be
up to 1,000.
A Bengal tiger can be actually 400 to 500 pounds.
I'm talking about Siberian tigers.
Siberian tigers, I don't believe get bigger than 750.
What do you got, Ev?
Callan's dead on.
Is he?
Yeah.
700.
The typical range of a Siberian tiger is between 397 and 675 pounds for males.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking about that.
But that's a giant animal.
I'm talking about the outliers here, bro. I'm talking about that big outlier.
You talking about them diabetic tigers in the zoo? Huh? That has just been eating nothing but just sacks of dough.
I'm talking about
fried and lard.
I'm talking about that lazy Siberian tiger in the back.
Barely move. Just fat.
Not dangerous
so
at all.
fat, so fat his tail is fat. So fat his tail is just a giant, looks like a giant caterpillar. Just lollygagging and farting. Kitty farts.
Real quick, say a 700-pound tiger is enormous.
That's a ridiculous animal. They take down giant stags, giant like elk and shit.
Oh, man.
They were finding in some of the wolves in Siberia, I believe, some of the giant wolves in Siberia, they were finding bear DNA in their poo. So they were eating bear. Those fucks were ganging up on
they
grizzlies.
eat cubs.
Yeah.
They eat the cubs. For sure not killing a male grizzly.
Well, a group of them might have been.
Highly doubt it. They don't want that fight. They're killing the cubs, my man.
They don't want that fight.
Yeah, figure it out. Yeah. Let's go to current events with Evan the Beard.
All right, man.
Evan the Body the Beard.
Current events with Evan the Beard.
I'll tell you what, Bryan Cain and myself writing some sketches for these episodes coming up. We have 4 solid ones. I can't wait for them to drop.
Yep. We're excited.
A lot of work to do.
Yeah. By the way, these current events brought to you by the San Jose Improv, where I'll be the 25th, 26th, and 27th of September.
Boom.
Come see me. Get your tickets. They're going.
Current events are also brought to you by Tempe Improv, Arizona. One night, one show only, November 12th. Go to TempeImprov.com.
That's for a live Fighter and the Kid podcast, and I will be there the 13th, 14th, 15th after that doing stand-up. Tempe Improv. Get your tickets.
I won't be there when Brian's doing that. I could leave the next morning.
Or you might be. You never know. Either way, ladies and gentlemen.
Either way, we're in Tempe, Arizona.
We're excited.
What do you got?
All right. A former Yankees clubhouse worker has written a tell-all book And the claims that have come out from this book are just insane.
Like what?
The one that he's leading with is that Derek Jeter and Jorge Posada were fucking each other in the clubhouse.
Well, hey,
and that when this clubhouse worker found out about it, Jeter and Posada then allowed him to perform oral sex on them in order to keep him quiet. And George Steinbrenner was actively involved in the Iran-Contra affair.
Yeah. Here's
real
the
quick,
thing about this guy.
if I had to pick 2 gay boys from the Yankees, it's gonna be those 2. I hate to throw you under the bus. Derek Jeter, Jorge Posada. I can see Jorge Posada. Oh, let me see that dick, yeah, huh? Let me suck your dick.
Well,
I can see that.
Well,
if I had to pick 2, now I think this guy's probably full of shit and it's for book
but
sales.
as a guy who,
But a part
as
of
a
me
guy,
says,
as a guy
yeah.
who knows one team and definitely knows those players and has watched a lot of those games with those guys over the years,
hey, real
I
quick,
would have to agree with you.
Hey, everyone has though. If those Yankees are as big as it gets.
I know.
But if I had to pick 2, those are my 2. If someone said, "Hey, just hypothetically, if you had to pick 2 gay boys from that great Yankees team, who would it be?" I'd say, well, definitely not A-Rod. Man, I'd have to go with Jorge Rivera and Derek Jeter.
You mean Posada? You're not getting Rivera and Posada.
Oh yeah, I'm getting. Whoa! It's. I thought it was.
No, the catcher. Catcher.
Oh, Posada.
Yeah,
Posada.
catcher,
No,
the
I
catcher.
would.
Are you thinking of Mariano Rivera?
Yes.
The closer?
Yes.
Oh,
he
yeah.
looks like you'd jack you off something mean
You know his grip's good.
to enter the Sandman.
Sir, he's a Dominican prince, and I'd like you to take it back.
Boy, Jorge Posada.
Uh-huh.
That makes sense. And by the way, Derek Jeter has I never really see him with a girl. I mean, he's
Whoa.
Hey, this is how you know he doesn't know
No,
sports.
he dates a lot of hot
He's the biggest
girls.
ladies man
100%.
ever.
100%. Here's my question though.
And he gives them herpes. Yeah, it's everyone knows
Oh,
this.
he did?
Yes.
I didn't know that part.
Yes, he has herpes.
No, I know that I definitely know that the man is with really hot girls, but he's not married yet. Is that just because he's playing and having a good time?
No, he retired, so he's
No,
not
I
playing
know. No,
anymore.
I'm saying playing around. Like, is he?
I agree with Bryan. You don't see him at a lot of events with girls, none of this stuff. You don't see his Instagram with girls.
And
He's smart. Stay off the radar.
or he's sucking dick, Evan.
Most guys aren't
Yeah,
smart.
most guys aren't like that.
Then again, have girls come out and said he never banged me? I mean, they're not going to because they don't want to feel like the
what girl's going to do that?
Right.
Real quick, this clubhouse guy,
Uh-huh.
he's going to get sued. You can't write a book about someone and make shit up.
Dude, so he
And there has to be a
catches them
confident-
banging in the clubhouse,
So
and then he's like, I caught you. And they're like, all right, listen, you can suck our dicks as long as you don't tell anybody. And he's like, okay.
So he's gay.
Yeah, he's also HIV positive. That's why he says the team let him go. He says that the team let him go in '97 because he was HIV positive.
This is a fucking.
Obviously,
this
they
is
disagree.
This is a bitter dude.
Or this is a dude who's like, I gotta get this story out, man. I'm about to die any day now. I was fucking playing ski poles with Derek Jeter and Jorge Posada, and they were coming all over my face. I gotta get this story out.
Damn.
What if it's true? That'd be nuts.
The chances of it being true are
Is
not.
Jorge Posada being married means nothing.
No, Elton John was married before you go there.
No, I mean I know. It's interesting.
I just don't, a lot. You know,
Is there a picture of this guy? Is he a cutie pie?
Yeah,
or-
is he a cutie pie? Is he a handsome dude?
I don't know.
There's no picture.
I don't know what he
Hey,
looks like.
first of all, hard to believe, but second of all, great marketing and great hype because now I'm probably gonna read the book.
Well, is that the only story, or there?
It's called Abused by the New York Yankees.
Oh, fuck that guy.
His whole thing sounds
he's a
like
bitter
like
bitch.
His whole thing sounds like a gay dominatrix porn.
Yeah,
thing.
he's a bitter bitch. Fuck that guy.
The other ones were
Instead of 50 Shades of Grey, it should be 50 Shades of Pinstripe.
Yeah, it sounds like his
There's a
fantasy.
bunch.
It sounds like his fantasy.
Yeah, 50
They made
Shades
me
of
suck.
Pinstripe.
They made me suck their dicks so I wouldn't tell anybody.
They made me
Interesting.
suck their dicks while they were at batting practice.
All right,
There's
you,
other
all right,
ones,
you all stars.
What's
you
the other
6'3"
ones?
all stars.
they're not going to be as good as Posada and Jeter fucking each other, but outfielder Gerald Williams had sex with an underage concession stand worker in a storage closet.
I'm 100%. I believe that.
I
Daryl
believe that.
Strawberry got shit-faced on whiskey during games.
Yeah,
That's true.
Completely
See,
believe that.
I don't know, man.
That's all true.
Your boy Mariano Rivera, Jeff Nelson, and Bob Wickman, who I don't know either of those two guys, but they tried to sexually assault him with a baseball bat.
Yeah, it's called. Yeah, they're just fucking around trying to shove a baseball.
Yeah, what they say?
bat in your
what
asshole.
they say? Hey, let me put this bat in your ass, and
They're
that's
joking around.
Yeah.
You can't joke around
Maybe.
like that, though. You can't joke around
Maybe.
like that.
This guy's a dick.
Is he?
Yeah.
I don't know
He's a
if the
dick.
Jeter Posada thing happened and then Mariano Rivera made a joke about sticking a baseball bat at my ass, I would think he was serious.
Yeah, if you force me to suck your dick and I'm working for the Yankees.
I just got done with Jeter. Now this is happening. This is probably legit too. I'm freaked out.
Dude,
Wait, think about this story for a second.
It's ridiculous.
it's awesome. It's awesome.
Abused by the New York Yankees. Is he suing them?
I think he's just making money off his book because
Yeah.
but don't you find
I mean,
a disclosure contract with the New York Yankees?
I don't know. But by the way, George Steinbrenner was involved in the Iran-Contra affair. Okay. I guess he was privy to that. Interesting. The ball boy? Interesting. Was he in on those meetings?
Hey, this ball boy must have had some fucking. I bet he was a cutie pie. If
Let me-
everyone's trying to fuck him on the
Bring up a
Yankees-
picture of this guy. I want to
Hey,
see.
if everyone's trying to fuck this dude, I bet he's a cutie.
Yeah, if all those straight baseball players are trying to bang him.
Not straight, my man. That's where you're fucking things up.
Oh, I love it.
If two of the most famous Yankees of all time are trying to run a train on you, you got some DSLs at the least.
No doubt.
I bet he's a stone cold
Well,
Cuban cutie. That's what I'm
he's
guessing.
Cuban, huh?
I bet he's a Cuban cutie. Does it say the author's name of the book?
Here we go. Okay, yeah, no, here's a picture of him.
Yes. If he's a troll, he's lying. No one's trying to fuck a troll.
He's just
He might be open-minded and a freak. He might be a
keep
gay
in mind
freak.
I have no idea when this picture was taken. But this is the one on the head of the article.
Oh, well,
not bad looking.
Whoa. No, that's Jorge Posada and Derek Jeter, bro.
Is that?
Yeah.
No, that's
I
Jorge.
don't know what Posada
Yeah.
looks like.
Yeah.
Jorge's gotten older.
I typed in his name. That was the picture that came up.
Do they say his name? We can guess his ethnicity off his name, especially Callan.
Are there
Yeah.
any pictures of Jorge and Derek balls deep in each?
His
Love
name's
some.
Paul Priore.
Paul Priore.
Oh, Jesus. This can't possibly be the guy.
Does it say his name?
Yeah, I think this is him.
Let's see him.
He's a really weird looking guy.
Well, that's how we know he's lying. If he's not a cutie, he's a bona fide liar.
No, not a cutie pie.
Let's see him. He might be a freak, though, and open-minded. It's late night in the clubhouse.
You guys are
Here's-
jerks, man. I'm gonna
here's a-
suck your
here's a
dicks if you
picture.
don't tell everybody. If you don't,
Here it is. Here's a picture of the guy with Posada.
Oh,
right,
wow.
let me get
So he looks like
closer.
Yellow Bastard off Sin City. Oh, Wolf. Buzz's girlfriend, Wolf. Wait, what's
So-
the autograph say? Hey, bro, you suck a mean dick. Jorge Posada.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Boy, that guy is. I mean, I would go ahead and say he looks like Matthew McConaughey from Dallas Buyers Club
Kinda
towards
looks-
the end.
He kind of looks like me. I hate to say it, but we have a similar facial structure. And
I'm not
he-
gonna
but
throw
he's
you
got,
under the
he's
bus,
got even
bro.
less hair and with a terrible sweater.
And way younger and
Think
white.
of me. I haven't seen the sun in a long time. I've lost even more hair.
Think of Brian Callen as
skinnier.
a vampire with AIDS,
Yeah.
with shittier hair.
Well, he does have AIDS. He's HIV positive, not AIDS, but
Yeah, big
so
difference.
that can make you very skinny.
Well, that was years ago.
Yeah,
I don't
before
think
they
he
had
AIDS
protease
then.
inhibitors and stuff, it was really hard because you had trouble keeping
Great
it on.
current event, Evan. What else you got?
Yep.
Man,
That's good.
I wonder, man, that guy's gonna have so many lawsuits against him. He's not ready for what the fucking tidal wave that's gonna. You want to go against Derek Jeter?
Best thing to do is ignore him.
Mm-hmm.
They may ignore him. If you give
Unless
it
he has proof. If he has a picture deep throating Derek Jeter's rod, then you
I mean,
got
if
something.
he had that picture though, and he's willing to publish this book and put this stuff out about himself, then he'd be willing to put that picture up immediately. He could sell a picture like that for so much money.
And
if there
keep-
was any proof, it would already be out.
and keep
This guy's
this,
probably full of shit.
Keep this in mind, though.
He's
like,
full of shit.
Like the fact that he's not that good looking means zero. We're talking about pro athletes here. They have no problem having sex with, threes and whatever it is. I mean, it's not like, pro athletes date a lot of good looking women, but men are men. Men are animals.
So you're entertaining this idea? Because I'm not now. I think he's full of shit after seeing him.
I do too.
I think I get full of shit.
I think he's
yeah, it
lying.
looks like shit.
I think it's lying. I mean, I do think Jorge Posada and Derek Jeter fuck the shit out of each other.
No way.
But
I just
now
want
that you
to believe
mention
that.
it, now that you mention it, I 100% believe it. I 100% believe it. Like as I believe like you're in front of me. Like that's how much I believe it. But other than that, I don't believe that they made him. So I don't believe it was in the clubhouse and they forced him on their dick. I think that he did it voluntarily.
Yeah, I think he was just.
I mean, I believe the story 100%, but
no way. I don't believe it. Go Yankees.
Just the context was just.
I don't believe he's HIV positive. That's what I'm trying to say. But other than that, it's the only part of the story that I don't believe. but everything else.
Hey, I believe everything. I don't believe they tried shoving a bat up his ass. Other than that,
No.
everything's true.
No, I don't believe that. I do believe they threatened him, which is what he said. But no, I don't think.
I do believe they threatened him with a good time, and by good time, I mean double teaming him, gangbang on the ball boy in the dugout.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't believe anything.
I do think Derek Jeter and Jorge Posada had their own broke back clubhouse going, and
Broke back.
yeah, I do think that they watched that movie a lot together, and they're like, let's act out that scene. And
But in our pinstripes.
you talk in a Southern accent. You talk in a Texas accent. I want to spit in my hand. Just kidding. No, don't do that. Last time it hurt.
Ugh, moving on, Ev.
All right, so this next
I don't
event
believe that
comes
guy.
from some of the college football that was going on this weekend. And, during half times at, pretty much any college sport game, the bands will come out and they'll do like their little routine and shit. And like sometimes
they'll form like an M
make
or a
them-
CU, a Buffalo.
Exactly. Well, during the Kansas University game, they decided the Kansas State team made a gigantic dick and balls out of their marching band.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And they had it face fuck
The Jayhawk?
logo, the Jayhawk from the other team.
Might be the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Bro,
That's one of the greatest
Who
things ever.
orchestrated that?
The director is suspended for a game and got
The director is a
fined
genius.
some money, but totally worth
The
it. right?
director is a
That
genius.
guy's awesome because now
Dude.
we're talking about a marching band.
Is there a
Yeah.
picture or video of that?
Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
fucking
there's
hilarious.
video of the marching band just getting deep throated by the Jayhawk.
Oh my god, that's funny. Hold on.
It's hilarious.
Look at the Jayhawk and the dick.
Hold on. Let me see this. This is kind of shit I love more than anything. Hold on.
Ba-na-ba,
Yeah, come on up here,
ba-ba-ba.
Brian.
Ba-na-ba-na-ba. Brian, sure get glasses, huh?
And you can see a dick forming right over there.
What? Look at the bird open its mouth. Oh my god.
Oh, that's that. Did they know what was going on?
But they didn't play the Jayhawks, right? They didn't play each other.
Yeah, they did.
They play each other this weekend?
Yeah.
No, Jayhawk.
It was Kansas State University.
That is a
Kansas, right?
ballsy move.
Kansas
no
State
pun
didn't
intended.
play the first game. There's no way.
Dude, that's a ballsy move. No pun intended, isn't it? Are you kidding me? Like,
Way to go. Now we're talking about your marching band, though.
we're gonna form a
Yeah, it was against South Dakota.
a giant
Yeah.
dong, and we're gonna go into the mouth.
How crunk
That's
was,
so
how crunk
funny.
was that marching band? All right, new little gimmick we got here. So you guys, you're gonna form a big cock and balls, and then we're gonna form a Jayhawk, and then the Jayhawk's in deep throat.
He must
The
have.
ball.
He had to have known he's gonna get in trouble for that.
Oh yeah,
I like how they did that and they weren't even playing
Oh my
Kansas.
god, that's genius.
let's do it. Talking shit. They're gonna destroy Kansas. Kansas is terrible this year, so it's funny. That was awesome.
I've been to Kansas. The weather whips up there. That's where they got tornadoes and
Tornado
stuff. It
alley,
rains sideways there.
Yeah.
It'll hit you in the side. That shit.
Tell you what,
That wind blows. Woo!
best looking cheerleaders I've ever seen out of any team. We
Really?
played. Kansas. They're the Jayhawks.
You don't
The
say.
Jayhawks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they take their cheerleading
Corn-fed
serious.
farm girls out there.
Whatever it is, they're recruiting something.
Yep.
What else you got, Ev? That's awesome, by the way. Good for that marching band. 1 game suspension for that notoriety and that media coverage. Type move.
One game
brosive.
and just for the director. The band can play, I guess. But just the director suspended for 1 game and a $5,000 suspension.
Dude, the
it.
Fire and the Kid would send him a nice Fire and the Kid package.
Yes, we will.
T-shirts. Reach on out to us.
Love it.
100% we will.
All right, next one, last one, comes from a Texas high school football game. The two safeties didn't like the way the ref was calling the game, so they blindsided him from behind on a play.
Did he get hurt?
Yeah,
How bad?
I think it just a concussion.
They knocked the ref out.
They knocked the shit. They high-load him
Wow.
from behind.
And they weren't just trying to make a play and he was in the way.
Oh no! Here, I'll pull the video up. It's right here.
That's not a good situation.
It is.
You're screwed.
That
Those
is.
kids are probably.
They laid this guy out.
I would assume those kids are suspended for the year.
Yeah, I mean,
Both of them?
I don't know if they've officially been suspended for the year, but they definitely got suspended already.
Where
Are they
these were-
superstars or no?
Texas.
Are they superstars? Well, Texas 2 starting safeties. You're in trouble, man.
Yeah,
See what we got
football's
here.
football's
Ah, there we
basically a religion. That's crazy, man. See, this
can't
kind
do
of
that.
shit. This is young dudes who aren't thinking.
I
agree.
Spotlight
Don't
him.
think.
Well, guess
That's
who's
the ref.
Just don't
You
think.
see it, Kellen? Boom! Oh wow.
that's-
Well, they could have got away with the first one if he was like, I was trying to make a play, I didn't see him. That's fine. It's the second guy that
Comes
fucked.
in late.
He's fucked.
Comes in just late enough that it was super
That's got
obvious.
to really hurt you, man. That's
got
not
robbed.
good.
No, those kids are screwed now. Those are 2 young guys not
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah,
Dude,
dummies.
fuck this ref. Let's hit him.
If
Great
that was
idea.
my son, I would give him such a fucking ass whooping. Oh my God, you dummy. You fucking
Your
dummy.
career's over. Football career over.
That's kids who they say that teenagers, their prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain that makes decisions, is not fully formed.
I never did that
It's
bullshit.
not fully formed, and some kids just do the most impulsive, rash bullshit, and that's a classic example. You're shooting into a car,
Career's
driving too
over.
fast, all
Career's
that crazy
over, man.
shit. Yep.
Your football career, no team's gonna sign you. You're a bad person doing that.
Oof.
Unless you're just, I guess if you're some crazy athletic freak where it would be national news
They're not.
if he was a 5-star recruit, but they're not.
They're so
Good luck
dumb.
being a 3-star recruit and having that on your resume.
That's just a dummy.
Two dummies.
My buddy wanted to.
Couple 1-2
we were at
assholes.
this Taekwondo tournament. My buddy wanted to just beat up this guy because he was being a dick, and he just wanted to beat him up.
Wait, he's just a normal civilian?
No, he was a black belt too, but he was like, he goes, I'm gonna beat that guy up. I go, what are you gonna do? And he goes, let's go fight him. I'm gonna fight him right now. I go, dude,
Out of competition.
everybody's here in this auditorium, and I never understood. He was a little younger than me, and I was like, how are you not thinking right now? There's no way this is gonna go well in any case. You're 18. You're gonna fight that guy, knock him out. And then you're going to jail. There's no other. You have 1,000 witnesses.
I've always
Some
thought.
people
I've always thought.
Me too.
like
I've
that.
always been way more cautious.
I've always been that way. Someone like, oh, let's go fight these guys. I'm like, I feel like it's a bad idea, man.
Yep.
Because what if the cops come? Then we get the rap. We're screwed. Man.
I was in Italy. This guy was driving so fast all the time, and we all piled into a car, and I was sitting in the middle, and I got out of the car. I go, I'm not going to do this. I'm getting out. They go, what? I'll go in the other car. I was like, this guy drives too fast. Oh, they got in an accident, crashed into a tree. Everybody got fucked up. He broke his leg. The
Jesus,
girl got
man.
knocked out. I was like, I would have been right through
You've
that
been
windshield.
dead
Yeah,
sitting in the middle.
yeah. He hit a tree in his BMW at 50 miles an
We
hour.
call that spider sense
Yeah.
type move.
Jimmy
Tom.
was Jimmy Burke had his seatbelt on. It tore his whole, like his shoulder and his whole
Jesus,
right
man.
side out. Yeah, really had to go to the hospital. It was really
Young
bad.
kids, man, making dumbass decisions.
This guy was in his 20s.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah, late 20s.
What else you got, Ev?
That's a wrap.
Damn, it's intense.
All right,
Tight
Fan
current
questions. Yeah,
couple
good
fan
current
questions.
events.
Yep.
Let's go with some fan questions.
All right, let's do it.
Bro, you got to read maybe tomorrow or whenever the hilarious Instagram questions and comments that we've been getting on Fighter and the Kid.
There's so many funny ones.
Oh my God, so many funny ones. That's got to be its own show, I think, once in a while. Let's just do that and see how long it lasts and comment on them.
I don't know if it's a whole show.
We'll
Sounds like
see.
a bad idea. Maybe we should do towards the end.
I was laughing at those comments and questions.
I read all of them too, though. That's not a show. That took 10 minutes.
Yeah, we'll comment on them though. Anyway, keep going. Quiet.
What do you got, Ev? It's a bad idea.
Okay. First fan question comes from Fart Idiot. And he just wants to know,
That's funny.
what do you eat?
What do I
We
eat?
talk about this all the time.
I
What's our
try.
diets
It's a better question is what don't I eat? I try not to eat too much sugar.
Well, no shit, Brian. That's not helping anyone out. What do you eat? I don't eat fast food. I don't eat sugar. I get that.
Well, no, a lot of people don't. A lot of people eat shitty food. It's better to the law of subtraction is easier in some ways. Just eat. Like I think meat's fine. I think frankly good bread's fine. I think potatoes and rice are fine. I just think that when you eat like when you drink soda, when you eat a lot of candy, when you eat a lot of sugar, when you eat like simple things like muffins in the morning and donuts, it's just not going to work for your body.
I agree. We're not made to work like that.
Yeah.
I think people got to be careful of. You're not trying to look like a bodybuilder. Eat and don't. I wouldn't weigh yourself. This is what I do lately. I don't weigh myself, although I did in San Francisco. But I don't weigh myself. I just eat good food and what I weigh. It's
Yeah.
whatever. I'm not trying to look like a bodybuilder. I'm not trying to freaking get down to 205. I eat clean, healthy foods. If I do eat out, and let's say it is a cheat meal, I'm going to eat the best pizza in the world. It's going to be good ingredients. I'm going to go to Jelena Takeaway where the bread's good. It's all natural ingredients, organic, great food. I'm not going to order a pizza from Pizza Hut.
Do you know they've done a lot of studies, too, on what women like? And when guys are too shredded, women are not into that because they always go, that guy spends too much time. It's the signal you're creating is that guy spends too much time on his body and he's too into himself. He's a narcissist. Whereas guys who just have regular, like, they look like guys, they're somewhat athletic, girls much more prefer.
Yep. That's a fact. It's a survey. I saw a survey.
Yeah.
Every girl I've ever been with was like, we'd see like shred guy. I'm like, damn, that dude's in shape. Like, God, I don't like it, man.
Yeah.
He's too shredded.
Yeah, it takes too much work. That's a lot of work.
I feel like only guys appreciate guys lean. Yes.
They do.
Isn't it weird?
They do. They say that that's also a signal where guys are trying to show other dudes that they are the dominant alpha.
Yeah.
And
Weird, right?
They're in better shape than the other guy. And they're the most healthy. But women don't actually look at it that way.
Yeah, women don't look at it that way.
No.
Stay fat, my friends.
The women, they did the survey. Women,
Stay
every
chunky,
culture,
boys.
every single culture likes two features on a man. Actually, 3 features on a man.
Fat dick,
Nope.
nice eyes, and a set of teeth.
Nope.
Am I way off?
No, but you got big eyes, a strong jaw, and broad shoulders.
Well,
Those are the 3 things that women universally in every single culture find attractive. Check, check, check. I walk around with my eyes very open. My eyes are kind of beady. Let's be honest. My jaw's all right, but I got pig eyes.
Pig eyes.
If pigs didn't have
You know
pink
pig
eyes.
Hey, real quick, you have weasel eyes.
I have weasel eyes. I'm a fucking weasel.
You look like a ferret. You look like a grown ferret.
Yeah, I'm a man ferret.
You look like one of the ferrets or weasels from Roger Rabbit
Man
in a
ferret.
suit. That's what you look like this
Shoulders
weekend.
aren't that broad, but my waist is thin, so it looks that way. All right, keep going.
Yeah, you don't have a bad build. You don't have an ass, though. I told you that in the sauna. You don't have a butt, man.
You're out of your mind.
All
You're
the
out of
boys
your mind.
agreed,
No, they're
including
wrong.
the New York Yankees general
I
manager.
have an ass.
You just don't, man.
I have a bubble ass, but
That's what your wife told you. No one else.
no,
has
I
ever
have
told
an
you that.
ass. I've always been complimented for my ass. Women love my ass. I'm gonna show you my ass when we're done.
No, I saw it butt naked
You did
around
not.
everyone
Maybe
else.
I'm getting older, so I'm losing it. But you didn't. You haven't really taken
Your
it.
ass is slowly
I heard
becoming
your
Mr.
dick
Burns.
shrinks and your ass gets smaller, and your dick shrinks as you get older. I'm serious.
Dick shrink?
Swear
And
to
your
God.
nose and ears grow
They
bigger.
grow. Your nose and ears grow. Your face droops and your dick shrinks.
Hey,
Fuck
God, I'm not
age.
telling you how to do your job, but you fucked up when you create humans,
Fuck
man.
age.
Dick shrinks, ears become bigger.
Got to get on testosterone right now. I got to get on TRT, but not yet.
You need a wig. Next question.
All right.
No wig. Fuck.
When are you going to get some people together to invest in an NFL team so we can get Tebow on the field?
Good question. Next question though, because we already talked about him, but that's good.
Yeah,
All right.
it's a bad idea. He's moving on with his life, I would assume.
Fair. Big Brown, you still trying to make 205, or do you think you're done fighting? Haven't talked about it in a while.
I'll answer that question. He's not trying to make 205, and here's why. There's too many other opportunities that have come his way, and they're just a little too crazy. We can't talk about them yet. But the bottom line is, he's got no fucking time. There. Next question.
Preach, Gallon.
Pretty good.
You just don't have time.
We'll have an announcement pretty soon here on what's going on.
All right, Bri, this one's for you. When's the comedy special hitting the damn streets already?
Good God.
been
I get
Glad
this
we
question.
brought this up.
Bro, I
Yes.
get this question nonstop. Even people are like, hey, bro, you know when Count Special's dropping? I heard about it a while ago. I go, yeah, he's trying to.
So here's when the special is dropping. It's just been edited. It is now being color corrected. Now what we do is we take the special and we shop it to various venues. I could drop it on the internet and sell it for whatever.
Can you
but
drop it on iTunes?
I could, but I need to see if Netflix or one of those companies
Would
wants
pick
to
it
pick
up?
it up, and then it's different, and then they give it a release
I would
date.
figure with your
takes
with
forever.
your following, the Fire and the Kid following, someone would pick it up to get
Yeah,
the
they
exposure.
should. They should. Yeah.
Now, is
good,
Bill
too.
Cosby the one auctioning this? I mean, why is it taking so long? Is he busy with other things?
It's just whenever
because
you-
other comics they release them a little faster.
It seems that way, but they don't, because whenever you edit it, you have to you edit it, you color correct it, do all that, and then you give it to. Then you basically let other companies watch it.
Then
you gotta
have,
remember.
Then you have your agency shop it
Yeah,
around.
all that shit. It's a pain in the ass. You know how shit is. You've seen this with your own eyes. How
Yeah,
long everything
drives
takes
me
in this
fucking
business.
nuts.
Everything takes forever in this business.
It's weird, man.
By the time it's out and people.
What would you
see
say
it
by the end of the year?
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
So not don't drop the special 2016 because like I said, the hype was real, and now everyone's like, bro, where'd he go?
I'll be dropping it. I'll be dropping.
Next 2 months?
And I like the way it looks.
What's fair? Next 2 months?
Yes, next 2 months.
60 days.
60 days. Give me 60 days, kids.
Because I got this Never Grow Up Bryan Callen Peter Pan shirt that is straight fire, ready to drop when your special drops.
Good. I'm excited. Hey, come see me once again. September 25th, 26th, 27th. San Jose Improv. And then we'll be at the Tempe Improv November 12th.
One night only, one show only, Tempe Improv. Get your tickets now. They're going fast because it's only one show. You know how the deal works. Ev, is that it on fan questions?
That's a wrap, my man.
Yeehaw!
Boom. Hey, guess what, kids? Abbott Kenny original Fight Club tees are back in white. Might be the softest shirt you've ever felt in your life.
That white shirt.
White and the original gray and black with the
I'm
coffee
wearing it
cup.
right now.
You are rocking right now. Those drop Thursday night at 5 p.m. Pacific at tfatk.com. And guess what else drops? Fire and the Kid hats and Abbott Kenny Fight Club hats in black and gold and red and gold.
I don't wear
These
hats.
are dope.
Coolest hats of all time.
Here's the red. Boom.
Show them the red.
Boom. There you go, kids. So both drop. Abbott Kenny original Fight Club tees, black and white, Fire and the Kid hats, and Abbott Kenny Fight Club hats. That's tfatk.com this Thursday night, 5 p.m. Pacific. You know they go fast, so I don't want to see you complaining. This is the Fighter and the Kid. We're out.